What it do, humble family, humble family. How you guys, man? Pray you all are well, blessed, and safe. Taking care of yourselves and spreading the prayer, love, and positivity in the air. I was sitting here looking over my ideas of the topics and videos that I wanted to talk about, and I scrolled past one that I really, really, really wanted to dive into, man. And I think I spoke about it before, but I wanted to get a little bit deeper into it, and that's getting prepared for the blessing that God has for us. A lot of us, sometimes we sit there and think like, why am I not in the position where I need to be, or why haven't I gotten that blessing? I feel like I've been working, I feel like I've been grinding, praying, showing my faith, and why hasn't that blessing really came upon me yet? Why hasn't God given it to me? And simply just because like it's either not ready for you, God isn't ready for you to have it, or simply you're just not prepared for it enough. You might think you are, you really might think you are ready for it, prepared for it, and everything like that, but we all know that God knows best, right? And if God says you're not ready for it or prepared for it, then you're not. Man, because first of all, we know that God blesses us 10 times more than what we can ever imagine or what we can ever think, right? So if we're still not being obedient, we're still being lukewarm, not to say that God isn't going to still bless us, but that one blessing, that breakthrough that we're waiting for, it's not going to happen, man, because we're not showing God that we're ready for it. We're still getting mad over little things. Little things still bother us. We still, lack faith. As much as we still lack faith sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be all good for one point in time, but then when stuff really start to hit the fan, you start to really, start to lose faith, and you start to lack your faith and stuff like that. And God sees all of that. God takes note of all that. So if you're asking for a bigger house, if you're asking for a family, if you're asking for this and that, you really got to pay attention on, are you ready for it? Are you really, really prepared for it? And don't just say, yes, I am, just because you feel like it. Like, no. If you were a child and you were talking to your father, and you really wanted to persuade him or tell him the reason why you deserve such and such, could you really persuade him to be like, all right, you know what, they do? Could you? Or do you still got a lot of work to be on? Come on, humble family, that we got to work, man. That's work for the blessing. We don't want it to be handed to us. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But we don't want it to be handed to us. We want to work for it, man. We want to feel like we earned that. We want to feel like we earned that blessing that God is going to give us. He's going to give us the blessing. We just have to show him that we are prepared for it. And we do that by what? Showing discipline. Being obedient to him. Not perfect, but we're being obedient. We're being consistent with being obedient. We're not just being faithful and praying and stuff when times is good and stuff like that. Nah, humble family. We doing that. We doing this consistently throughout the days, throughout the weeks, throughout the months. We grinding. We showing consistency. We showing up for ourselves throughout the days, throughout the months. We're on a whole nother level on this journey that we ain't never really been on before. We on a whole nother level, humble family. I mean, we've been working, we've been grinding, we done upped our praying schedule, we done did this, we done did. It's just like so much that we really need to focus on and need to work on for real before we receive these blessings. I know we're hungry for the blessings. I know we want it. I know we want it quick, fast, and in a hurry. We feel like, it's been years, and we still ain't getting nowhere. Trust me, I get it. But with that, don't complain about it. Don't complain and be like, why hasn't this happened to me yet? No. Think deeply into it and be like, you know what? How can I up my journey to show God that I'm ready for it? How can I show God that I'm really ready for it? Talk to him. Ask him that. Sit in silence. Let him talk to you back. And just really just sit there and think, like, what can I do to deserve what I've been asking God for years? What can I really do to deserve it? And then also, man, you gotta have patience too. God's timing is everything. So even though you might feel like you should be getting it, you done did everything and this and that, you still gotta trust the timing. You still have to trust God's timing, because if God give it to you just when you're asking for it and the time isn't right, it can go just like that. It can slip right out your hands just like that. Nah, God is waiting for you to do more, to study more, to earn more knowledge, to earn more wisdom. God is waiting for you to do these things first before he gives you that blessing, before he gives you this blessing. That's where the trust got to come in, humble family. That's where the trust has to come in too. Like, all right, you know what? God knows best. So it's two things we just got to work on, man. It's two things that we got to work on. We got to work on being consistent in this journey, being obedient. Not just when we want to, not just when we feeling good, but no, all the time, even on our down days, even on the days where we just want to hide from the world, we still need to show that consistency of our faith. We still need to do that. And then second, man, we got to have patience as well. We got to have patience, and being consistent through the patience is key as well. Because a lot of the times, man, we figure we just putting in this hard work, and we just stop because we're not willing to be patient. We want things to happen when we want it to happen. That's not how this works. That's not how this works, man. So you've been fighting, you've been praying, you've been on your journey, grinding your ass off, and you still ain't get that blessing yet. Keep going. Go harder if you need to. You might need to go harder. God might be telling you, hey, I need a little bit more faith. I need a little bit more of your time. I need a little bit more of you. So you get that blessing, man. Don't just look at it like God hates me, or I don't deserve it, or this and that. Look, God will give you everything that you desire, man. You just have to back it up with. And my phone got too hot. I knew that was going to happen. But basically what I was trying to say, humble family, is just be patient. Keep working. Upgrade your journey if you need to. Really reflect off of what you've been doing, if you should be doing more. And I feel like we always should be doing more. We never where we need to be. We might think where we need to be, but we're never really where we need to be. It's always room for growth, right? We all know that. It's always room for growth. So just up your journey. Just keep working, keep showing that faith and obedience, and God will bless you at the right time with that blessing, whatever it may be. Because if you think about it, like I said before, he's going to bless you 10 times more than what you're expecting. So even though you may be, or you might think you're ready for that one blessing that you've been asking for, you might not be ready for the other blessings that's going to follow behind it that you have no idea about. So that's why he's waiting for you to grow. That's why he's waiting for you to grow. So never stop, humble family. Keep going, all right? That's all I wanted to say, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed, stay easy, stay cool, because it's hot out here. Keep smiling, keep doing the Lord's work, man. And yeah, be patient. Be patient and keep working, man. All right, I love y'all. See y'all next video. I'm out.